All right, how are you all feeling today?
Great.
Y'all looking good.
Thank you.
How does it feel to have this movie out and just the reception so far and just the vibration of like this is a new project that is out? How is that resonating with you all?
It's super validating, to be honest. There's been like an overwhelming amount of positivity, and kind of for myself, seeing the journey of this from the beginning and seeing where it has come to now has been nothing that I ever fantasized about. Because I'm very much like live in the moment. So to see the constant amount of good that keeps coming from this from the beginning has just given me, honestly, this is a little deep, but like it has like given me more like faith in humanity. I'm just like, oh, like there's so much that you can get from life. So yeah, I'm in the best mood ever.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
It feels really good. This movie felt like a labor of love. I mean, all of us were kind of roughing it on this independent film. But something about going to work every single day with people that I'm obsessed with. It was just that in and of itself was such a rewarding experience. Like I walked away with 6 other friends. It's wild. But now we get to share this with the entire world. And so it's kind of, it's really nice. I'm super excited. I mean, like I know a lot of people haven't really seen it yet. You know, everyone can watch it June 16th in theaters. Super excited about that. But it's kind of like everyone's little baby. And now everyone kind of gets to be a part of our group chat. And share this fun, wonderful project with us.
Super dope, super dope. And then you, Melvin?
Yeah, it's an ideal situation going into an independent film. You never know what it's going to be. You can just hope for the best. And I feel like that's what we got here, even, more so than I could have expected. Super proud, super happy to have been a part of this film, and I'm excited for people to see it. I feel like in a selfless way too, not even just to see me in a movie, but just because of what the movie says, what it stands for, what it does for the culture, how it pushes us forward in a new, inventive way. I feel like it will open up doors in how we're casted in films and what type of films are sold and which type of films are made and written. So I'm just excited for the world to see it, and even more excited and blessed to be a part of it.
I'm excited it's a part of the horror genre. Like, I'm going to add that to my collection of movies that I always need to watch. I have a collection. That's added once I can put it to my...
I've seen it 4 times, and I have to see it 2 or 3 more times, and I will sit through each time.
It's a phenomenal film. I'm really excited about it. Okay, so speaking of culture, in what ways could... Because this is a very culture-heavy film, all the things that, melanated people, black people love, hate, what we don't do in horror films. In what ways could other cultures properly congratulate the melanated culture for all of our contributions to all things?
Acknowledgement. You could partake in it and appreciate it and love it. That's why we create it. And it's for everyone to enjoy but not exploit. So just appreciate it and credit it where it's due.
Yeah, I just think that there is, just absorb it, like take it, create it for yourself, like make it known that like this is universal. Like see the humanity in blackness. Don't see it as niche. Like, I watch a lot of films, and I don't necessarily watch films and be like, oh, this is what like this culture is. I'm like, this is an example of a very specific set of characters that is showing me a certain kind of life. And so watching this and taking it in to help you expand your views on blackness, but not seeing it as a definition of blackness. We're just creating art from a black, authentic perspective that anybody can enjoy because we're all human.
It'd be nice if you observe the film, go have a great time. But it'd be nice, if you took a couple gems from the film as well. And it's like, there are instances where there are people who inadvertently contribute to a racist society, given they like to paint all black people with the same brush. Well, here's a canvas. You see 7 completely different people from different walks of life, different hues of blackness, and we should be treated as such. Like, we're not just the token best friend. We're not just the one person that you'd kill in the beginning of a movie. We are, fully fleshed out, multidimensional human beings, and we should be treated as such.
I agree. We should, it's not something that needs to always be repeated. It should be something that is understood at this point.
Yeah, at this point.
Okay, so finally, how traumatizing has spades been on the Black community for this to have happened? I'm a dominoes person myself. Easy, we don't have any partnerships, we just count and keep it pushing. How traumatizing it? I don't even play it, so I'm terrified now. But
I think it's good. It's a healthy. It's healthy in a sense. Get out our frustrations and learn to work with one another. A lot of the toxic shit come out. You know, we can address it at the spades table. It's fun.
Address it in therapy.
Maybe I'm toxic, but there's been no movie without conflict.
right, that's true.
You need conflict in life sometimes.
Yeah, I thought it was
happens
a
at the
genius
table.
idea to create the concept based off of that, basically the game, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that is another thing that speaks to the tone. Like,
Yeah.
the thing underneath that is something worth talking about, but on the surface, it is silly.
Yeah.
But once you it's an entertaining package. But then once you think about it, you're like, oh, they're actually like kind of dissecting
yeah,
something. Like they're really examining the ways in which people feel like they're not Black enough, or like feel that like, oh, this action is an indictment
Right.
on my identity, when in reality it's not.
Right.
But we wanted to give space to the people who feel that, because that is a real feeling that people feel, and then give enough data around it to be like, yes, we hear your point of view, and then create a heightened version of that to be like, see what this can get you if you leave this unchecked. But present enough points of views to be like, that's not necessarily the point of view, that is a point of
It's
view
a
that
point
some
of
people
view.
might resonate with.
Yeah.
And then here's some contrasting point of views. So do you see how we all have different thoughts?
okay, intelligence
I'm
is
so
expanding
excited.
thoughts, right?
I'm so excited to see the conversations around this film
Yeah, I'm
afterwards.
excited too,
Outside of being, once everybody's calmed down from the excitement and the enjoyment of the film, the conversations that will most likely happen about
Right.
the film.
I'm excited too. It's super thrilling just to have this type of film come to life based off of all that. It's funny, but it's actually really scary too, because I was actually terrified. But finally, I guess the last question is, what's your favorite scene? You can either one of you can answer this, and also how important are survival tips in the melaninated community? We act like we don't hunt and do these things, but you all in the movie showed that there was some survival in you all. How important is that?
Well, melanated people, as a standard, we have been taught that survival is something that we had to do.
Yeah.
So it comes as second nature to us. It's something that
100%.
and in our daily lives, like I think our awareness of things is more heightened. Like there are a lot of things that you're warned about in your youth that could possibly threaten yourself or your personhood.
Yeah.
Based on just the color of your skin. So
Yeah, like if you trained all your life to like know
Survive.
karate or something, and you're put in an environment, why would you do karate? And if your entire life you've been forced to survive and be resilient, why would they change? Because suddenly you're in a horror movie. So giving truth to the lived experience, being like, yeah, if you've studied and trained how to survive, then survival will be easier. And unfortunately, there are certain identities who are forced to survive more than others. And just giving acknowledgement of that is why this movie feels refreshing. And that's why it's interesting to be like, oh yeah, like this is, like we're moving past just being Black. We're talking about like, who are these people? What have being Black afforded them? We can't all die first because you're going to get one of us, but you think the rest of us ain't fighting?
Right.
And the fact,
You gotta
oh
think
my
that.
God, not to speak towards how can I say what I want to say without speaking towards the end? After those who survive get through the horrific night that they get through, the thing that they still fear is the government in a sense.
That's deep. That is a deep perspective.
Literally, the fear never leaves. Like,
Yeah.
it's,
Isn't it crazy?
survival does not mean that like we want, like that the fear has been like cured.
Right.
Now
Yeah.
we still have to look out for those who would have come to save us had we not been who we were.
wow.
Dun, dun, dun,
The
dun.
depth.
The depth. I was literally thinking that. Well, I appreciate the conversation, you all. Congratulations on the movie. I'm so excited for you all. And
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
It's been nice meeting you.